So we feel that when we go into something like that, we have a big hall for social gathering and a small place for Atash Kade, Atash Dadga, which is really not acceptable to NAMC. This Atash Kade should be a separate building away from this, so that it has the right kind of background and a right kind of honor to the Dadga or holy fire that we go to as our own fire temple, if you want to call it. Just one thing we want to make sure about this consecrated and not consecrated, big discussion everywhere. We say that our fire temples here or Atash Kades are consecrated buildings. We clean them, we do everything we can to perpetuate the purity of the building. But the fire is not consecrated, because fire to be consecrated requires quite some specialized procedures and ceremonies, and we in North America at this time are not equipped to do so. So it is a consecrated building, a non-consecrated atash or fire, which we call dadga, and Mobed tends it. It is not a 24/7 fire. Any Bedin can do it in absence of Mobed. Any Mobedier can do it, as long as we require a Kusti, Padyap Kusti ritual purity. Means you should perform a Padyap Kusti ceremony before you go inside the Dadga to tend it or to pray on it or so on. This is written up very well, I hope, in a guideline which was distributed just 2 days ago by me to all of you. Hope you have a time and chance to read that. And just to want to let you know, as always, Dolly does not let me get away with anything if it relates to Faizana Journal that has already done so. So Dolly requested that please mention that this originally article appeared in Faizana Journal, volume 25, number 4, December 2011. But that article and this one that we distributed has quite a bit of updating, so please look into this article if you are going to look at the most updated version of this. Okay, so then my friend Jehan says, what steps are necessary and being taken to have at least one consecrated temple in North America that will eventually train and qualify Navar and Mehta priests? We said NAMC is already working on the next phase of North American Atash Kade. That means to upgrade it from Atash Dadga to the next level of consecration. The proper procedures have to be worked out for this upgrade, consistent with our religious requirements and adapted to our North American environment. With such a North American consecrated Atash Kade, we can then plan about giving Bareshnum, the 9-day seclusion of prayers, to Mobeds required as a prerequisite for the inner liturgies like Boi Ceremony, Baj Ceremony, Yasna Ceremony, and Vandidat Ceremony, etc. This will then lead us into training, qualification, and final Navar Martab initiation of new Ervads in North America. I hope I can see this thing happening in my lifetime. It's not an easy thing. I am just guesstimating about 3 to 4 years, maybe it will take more, but that is the final kind of a position of North American Mobed Council, and they are working on it. Hope we have answered Jehan's question. It is not just Jehan's question. This question has been raised by many, many people before. So, let's move to the next one. This is an interesting problem about timing for the tele-classes. I was told by my friend, very good friend, Ervad Balsara from Dallas, with whom I participated in inauguration of the Dallas Atash Kade last year. He said that every second Sunday they have a religious class and cannot attend this tele-class, so please do something about it so it is not on second Sunday. I also heard from my friends Rohinton Rivetna, and well, another person, that they also have second Sunday as Chicago's group executive meeting, and so they cannot attend. So we are going to try to see how we can circumvent this overlapping. Every Sunday is going to be a difficult one for everybody, but we will try to minimize that. And I suggested to them that if you think these classes are worthwhile, maybe your second Sunday, the religious class, should get together, like our friend Sarosh Collector has done in Houston, and get together with them maybe. But you know, everybody has their own priorities, so we will try to make sure that we will announce the next Tele-Class Sunday and see how it works out, and then we will fix it. So thank you again for your comment. It just shows you are interested in our Tele-Class. We are feeling very, very good about that. But then there is a question that sometimes I don't understand why they ask a question and never follow up. Zarin Randeria question from somewhere way out in California. She said this was about March 11, 2012, 11 o'clock New York time, Tele-Class, which unfortunately fell on the time Sunday that we change our clocks. We move ahead. We lost one hour. So she said, is this Florida time? I hope it is, because I am always in Florida. And then she said, if it is Florida time, it will be 8 o'clock Pacific time, and with the time change, it will be 7 o'clock West Coast. And it is my answer to that is that I cannot help 3 hours difference between West Coast, East Coast. Sorry that it happened to be on the day that we changed the time. But I said I will make a deal with you. If you have 10, 15 people for a Tele-Class from West Coast, I'll be happy to repeat any of my Tele-Class for you. Guess what? I really received lots of feedback for that. 0. Otherwise, we have made videos of all, and we'll make one for March 11. If interested, you can catch up watching these videos. I hope they have done that. So, you know, I am ready to help anywhere out, but sometimes it is just not possible, and we have to do something for most of the people and not just a few of them. So here we go. I have my deal open to them. Whenever they want to follow up on it, I will follow up with them. But now with the videos that we have, and thanks to my wife Joanne, who is our video maker, so we will have this also on video as well as on audio and see how it works out. So thank you again, Zarin Randeria. Hopefully we will catch up again with one another in future. Now we have a very interesting question from Zamvi through Behram Pastakia. There was a number of emails going back and forth in Zamvi organization, Washington, D.C. Neville Guy sent an email explaining the 30 names of our days of our calendar, Hormuz to Anneran, from left-hand corner to the right. By the way, we are on slide number 30, okay? So he sent it out, and one Mr. Katay Wafadari was so happy, saying that this is the first time he understood the meaning of each day. So let's look at it. There were first 7 Hormuz, Bamman, Ardibe, Sharavar, Aspandat, Kordad, Amardat. These are the 7 Amesha span. Then we have Depadar, Adarama, Koshir, Morti, Ghosh, which are the nature objects. I'm not going to discuss this in too detail as suggested by Behram if required.